The Instagram story was already going viral before Walter Hayes even finished his first set. Chase Brennan, 26 years old, certified personal trainer with 47,000 followers, held his phone at the perfect angle. The caption over the video of the old man doing slow floor exercises read, "When Grandpa thinks this is Planet Fitness, wrong gym, shocker be a savage." His followers ate it up. Comments poured in. "Bro, why is he even there? That's your warm-up king. Tell him bingo night is down the street." Walter, oblivious to the digital mockery 6 feet away, continued his routine. His weathered hands pressed flat against the rubber mat, breath controlled, eyes closed. He didn't notice Chase smirking at his phone or the small crowd of younger gym members gathering to watch. Iron Summit Fitness wasn't just any gym. It was the city's premier performance center. Monthly membership cost $250 with a waiting list. Walls were coated in glossy black and chrome. Motivational phrases blazed from every corner. Dominate the pain. Weakness is not acceptable. Aging is not an option, it's an excuse. This was where lifting was religion. Businessmen, professional athletes, and fitness influencers sweated side by side. The air was charged with testosterone and ambition, and right in the middle, on a simple yoga mat in the corner, was Walter Hayes. Quiet, slow-moving, the complete opposite of everything Chase Brennan stood for. Chase had tolerated this for 3 weeks. The old man came every morning at 6 a.m., didn't talk to anyone, just went to his corner and did his exercises. Controlled breathing, gentle stretching, precise body weight holds that wouldn't challenge a high school freshman. At first, Chase tried ignoring it, but his clients had started noticing. "Chase, what's that guy doing?" His image was being associated with this old, soft guy. Unacceptable. This morning, Chase decided, enough was enough. If management wasn't going to remove the old man, he would, through social humiliation, 21st century style. Walter was in a deep cobra stretch, back slightly arched, hands flat, head raised. He moved with control and deliberation, aware of every muscle. Chase approached, phone in video mode. "Wow, people, look at this. Grandpa discovered CrossFit. Wait, this is just floor yoga. Bro, are you serious?" People around him giggled. A young woman, Brittany, pulled out her phone and added Chase's story to hers. Chase gave her a thumbs up. Walter felt a shift in the room's energy. Laughter, whispers. He had felt this before, 50 years ago, in a different place, when people judged him, saw him as weak, inadequate. Even then, he had stood quietly, kept his heart calm, and done his work. He emerged from the cobra position, opened his eyes, and scanned the gym. He saw Chase's phone pointed at him. The crowd. He said nothing. Just grabbed his water bottle, took a sip, and moved to his next exercise. The wall sit. He pressed his back flat against the wall, bent his legs at 90 degrees, as if sitting on an invisible chair, and held, motionless, face calm, breathing even. Chase nearly laughed. "Wow, now he's doing a wall sit. What's next, Grandpa's marathon?" Walter's legs didn't shake. 1 minute passed, then 2. At 3 minutes, Chase's smile began fading. 4 minutes. Walter's face wasn't even red. His breathing remained calm and controlled. Chase's phone rang. A client message. He stopped the video, disturbed. He trained clients who couldn't manage a wall sit for 1 minute, but this old guy had been there for 4 without breaking a sweat. "Yeah, whatever," Chase muttered, walking away. But the damage was done. The video was posted, and the internet never forgets. Over 2 days, Chase's followers made Grandpa entertainment. Chase shared more. Walter's simple push-up, slow lunges, his outdated routine. Same mocking tone, same condescension. His follower count increased to 50,000. Brands reached out for sponsorships. But something else grew elsewhere. A quiet countercurrent, mostly from former military personnel. Comments were buried, but there. "Dude, do you know what that routine is? 4-minute wall sit at 80? Check him out. Chase, those movements are from BUD/S. Chase ignored them. BUD/S. The old man clearly wasn't military. No badge, no muscles, no story. On the third morning, Walter came as usual. Chase was ready. Time for a video confrontation, perfect content. He stopped mid-workout, walked toward the camera, and headed to Walter's mat. "Okay, people, enough is enough," Chase said loudly, phone in selfie mode. "It's time to tell this guy the truth. Grandpa, sorry, but this isn't a place for your level. People here actually work hard. You're just playing around." Walter looked up, blue eyes calm and unreadable. Chase continued, performing for the crowd. "Look, I'm sure you're a nice guy, but these exercises, they're not serious. If you really want results, I can set you up with a proper routine. Weight, power, explosive strength. These," he waved toward Walter's movements, "these are a waste of time." The gym went quiet. Everyone watched. Brittany went live. Walter stood up, slowly, gracefully. He pulled a small, faded leather wallet from his pocket, took out a white folded paper, and handed it to Chase. Old, wrinkled, fragile. "Maybe you'd like to read this," Walter said quietly. His voice low but carried unexpected weight. Chase, half smiling, took the paper. "What's this, your AARP card?" He unfolded it. The smile disappeared. The paper was an official document, faded, yellowed. The header read, "United States Navy, Physical Training and Readiness Curriculum, BUD-S Program, 1968 to 1985. At the bottom, Chief Instructor, Walter J. Hayes, Master Chief Petty Officer. Color drained from Chase's face. BUD/S, Basic Underwater, DEMOLITION/SEAL. The Navy SEAL's training program. The most brutal military training in the world. And this old man wasn't just a student, he was the chief instructor. I didn't know," Chase stammered. "You didn't need to know," Walter said quietly, "but you assumed." The gym's front door opened. The man who entered wasn't tall or flashy, but his movement made every head turn. He wore a simple navy t-shirt, Coronado written across it. His eyes scanned the room and landed on Walter. He froze. Face went pale. Then, in the middle of Iron Summit Fitness, in front of 50 confused gym members, the man snapped to attention and rendered a perfect salute. "Master Chief Hayes," the man said, voice trembling with respect. "Sir, it is an honor to meet you." The room froze. Everyone, Chase, Brittany, the manager, went into shock. The SEAL approached Walter. "My name is Lieutenant Commander Eric Marsh, sir. BUD-S Class 278. I completed your program." He looked around, at Chase frozen with the document, then back to Walter. "Sir, what's happening here?" Walter smiled slightly. "Just working out, son. Same as always." Marsh's gaze shifted to Chase. He saw the document, Chase's phone still recording. His face hardened. "Turn that phone off. Not a request, a command." Chase dropped the phone. Marsh turned to the room, raising his voice. "Does anyone here know what this is?" He pointed to Walter's document. Silence. "This is the foundation of modern SEAL physical training," Marsh explained. Master Chief Hayes wasn't just the chief instructor of BUD-S. He redesigned the program. Before him, training was about pain, breaking people down, letting only the strongest survive. But Master Chief realized something different. True endurance doesn't just come from strength. It comes from control, from mental clarity, from deep understanding of body mechanics. Marsh pointed to Walter's exercises. That soft wall sit, foundation of the quadriceps strength and core stability test, those old-fashioned push-ups, perfect form push-ups that prevent shoulder dislocation and teach full body integration. Every movement has been tested, measured, perfected by Master Chief Hayes. Tens of thousands of SEALs owe their lives to these movements. Chase's face was ashen. Marsh continued. Master Chief was wounded in action. Grenada, 1983. Shrapnel to his back. Doctors said he'd never walk again. He didn't just walk. He wrote his own rehabilitation program, made it standard for all wounded warriors. At 81, he can still do more push-ups than I can. The room was silent. Marsh turned to Chase. Who are you? I'm a certified personal trainer, Chase whispered. You have a certificate, Marsh said coldly. This man is a legend. Do you know the difference? Chase couldn't answer. Marsh turned to Walter. Sir, may I request? Some of my team are testing for PTT soon. Maybe you could spare us an hour. Walter nodded gently. Of course, son. Marsh saluted again, turned, and left. Within the hour, Walter's story exploded on social media. Not in Chase's videos, in Marsh's explanation. Former SEALs, trainers, military historians stepped forward. Photos of Walter Hayes were shared. Young, in uniform, carrying a class candidate. Tributes poured in. Chase's account reversed. Followers dropped. Brands pulled sponsorships. Comments were merciless. You disrespected a legend. You're a disgrace. Arrogance blinded you. 2 days later, Chase found Walter at the gym. The old man was there as usual, quietly exercising. Chase approached. No phone, no followers, just a man loaded with shame. Master Chief Hayes, he began, voice breaking. I want to apologize. What I did, what I said, it's unforgivable. I didn't know. Walter looked up. Eyes weren't hard, just tired. I should have known, Chase continued. I should have asked, listened. I was too arrogant, too stupid. Walter stood up. For a long moment, he looked at the young man. Then, unexpectedly, he extended his hand. Everyone makes mistakes, son, he said quietly. The question is, what did you learn? Chase, trembling, shook his hand. That not everything is as it appears, and that real strength is quiet. Walter nodded. Do you want to learn? Really? Chase's eyes welled up. Yes, sir. Then be here at 5 a.m. tomorrow. I'll show you the real foundations. Chase nodded, speechless. He turned and left. Walter sat back down, closed his eyes, and began to breathe. Because true power doesn't come with shouting. It lives in silence. Walter Hayes' story reminds us, real heroes aren't always the loudest. Sometimes the greatest wisdom sits in the quietest corners. Sometimes the deepest strength lives in the most humble hearts. Like, subscribe, and share if you believe every veteran deserves respect. Have you ever underestimated someone? Share your story below. We honor silent heroes. We tell forgotten stories. Every sacrifice deserves to be remembered. Remember, true value lives quietly.